Hello, this is Tucker with Em Dead Pest Control. And why do I have this weird box contraption with rat traps in it, a fake rat, and then a trap outside the box? Well, I wanted to show you my method of commercial trapping for rats. One of the things that I think is most effective, works well, that I like to use, and that is this box right here with these stalls and 4 traps total in this, 1 in each stall. Now I want to say that this method, this contraption, is definitely not my idea. I was having trouble about 5-6 years ago catching rats in a commercial area, and I came across a video and it seemed like the guy got a lot of views, still does. I checked it out not too long ago, really good video, but he shows this, describes how he built it and how it works, and I've been using it in commercial spaces, retail buildings, commercial warehousing when they have a rat issue, and unfortunately places you shop at will have rat issues from time to time. So you have to have a professional who knows what they're doing and has good methods on catching these rats. The reason why I like this is because the traps are contained. So when you're dealing in warehouse spacing or commercials, commercial retail spaces, you typically have to put traps underneath things so employees, customers, people aren't getting into them, they aren't seeing them. And so when you have a trap like this individually and you're having to set it and then you're trying to push it nice and carefully underneath shelves or back in corners that are hard to get to, a lot of times they'll go off and you're just resetting them, trying to get it perfect. But as long as it's whatever you're putting it underneath is tall enough for this, you're able to just push it back in there, and you got one of the traps set right here. So we're able to push it underneath places and back in corners, and we have 4 traps. I had a job one time where I put 8 of these out, and if you're wondering why I only did 4, because you could build it much longer, but I've done that where I had ones with 6 stalls, but they were just big and bulky. I mean, this already is big and bulky, but those were harder to put in a truck, especially when you're dealing with 8 of them. They were harder to carry around on jobs and also getting into corners and spaces like that. So I felt like 4 was good. And I've made some that are just 2, but I feel like the 4 has worked very well. The reason why these traps are in stalls like this is because rats are very curious. They're neophobes by nature. They don't like anything new. So a lot of times, they'll come around a trap like this to the side. They can come around the back. Sometimes they'll nudge them. They'll try to flip them where they'll go off, and they're successful sometimes. Especially I've seen videos where multiples will go and mess with these traps. But if these traps are secure and stationary, they can't do all that. And that's what's good about this right here is, if they don't not comfortable, they'll come around the side, but they can't get to it. They can't get to the back. They can come around the top. But there's only one way to get to it, and that's right here. And so finally, when they get the nerve, boom, catches them right there. And what I like about this is that the rat is like secure. It's right here. And then when you have them lined up, they're not on separate traps spread out through all the place. It's contained all in one spot, and it's easy to come and get them. And it's also easy for employees at commercial places to say, yeah, I see that they're all caught here, instead of multiple traps all over the place. Now, when we're trapping at a home, a customer's home in an attic, there's no foot traffic in an attic. No one really goes in their attic, so we can disperse traps all over the place. And it makes more sense of where they're going. They're tunneling through insulation and, coming in different parts of the house. So you can strategically place these traps, and it'll also help you figure out where their main entry point is, where the most activity is on the trap. But as far as commercial trapping, I really like these. I mean, if you're wondering how it works, there's hinges on the back. So that way, when the technician needs to rebait them, reset them, we can come in here from the top, put it over, work that way, bait them, put it back. We've got our name on there, Em Dead. We've got our phone number. That way, employees understand, at warehousing and commercial buildings, that this is not the company's, this is the pest control company. And if they have any questions, phone number's on there to give us a call. So that's just one of our methods of trapping in commercial buildings. We have other methods, but this is a good one.